Welcome to my long-awaited Jughead Beanie pattern. We'll dive right in. I've gathered what I need today. My 4.5mm hook. I have my 8-ply Marvel Soft yarn in 100% acrylic. I have gone off acrylic a little bit more recently, but it's nice and cheap and it is lovely and soft. Otherwise, all else I'll need are my scissors and my yarn needle. Okay, so we begin with a magic circle. You can do a chain 3 and slip stitch, but I do find the magic circle is just a lot faster. So row 1 will be 7 single crochet all the way around. And then you'll pull the tail tight, just like that. I hold on to it nice and tight here, and that way as I pull it, it doesn't go wonky. But don't pull too tight because you'll then need to slip stitch into that first stitch. So insert the hook, yarn over, pull that through, pull it through, and then a single chain. Round 2 will be 7 single crochet increases. That's 1 increase, counting as 2 stitches, 2, 2, 3, 3, and so on. Slip stitch to end the round and chain 1 to begin the next. You'll do a single crochet and then a single crochet increase all the way around. So 1, 2, 3. So row 3 will take you to 21 stitches. Once you finish the round, you'll do a slip stitch and chain 1. Round 4 will be 2 single crochet, 1, 2, and then a single crochet increase, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You will continue this all the way around, taking you to a total of 28 stitches. Once you finish the round, you'll do a slip stitch and chain 1. Next will be counts of 5 all the way around, so you'll do 3 single crochet, 2 and 3, and then a increase, 4 and 5. This will take you to 35 stitches all the way around. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Once you finish the round, you'll do a slip stitch and chain 1. The next round will be 35 single crochet all the way around. You will not do any increases. This is because it will be turning out pretty flat so far, and our heads are not completely flat. You want it to round a little bit as you go. So this row and one other row will be all single crochets before you finish all your increases. Once you finish the round, you'll do a slip stitch and chain 1. So now that we've finished our row of 35 stitches, you can see it's starting to curve, but it's not really noticeable yet. You could still force it to lay flat. The next row we continue with the same pattern as before, so we'll do 4 single crochet and then an increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, taking us to 42 stitches in total. Once you finish the round, you'll do a slip stitch and chain 1. The next row will be 5 single crochet and then a single crochet increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Repeat it all the way around. Once you finish the round, you'll do a slip stitch and chain 1. The next row we will do a round without increases again, so it's a total of 49 stitches. So slip stitch to end the round and chain 1 to begin the next. So the next row we'll be doing to a count of 8. So that'll be 6 single crochet, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a single crochet increase, taking us to 8 stitches. What just happened there? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Repeat this all the way around. Once you finish the round, you'll do a slip stitch and chain 1. So we are up to counts of 9. So we'll be going 7 single crochet, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 crochet, and then 1 and 2, taking us to 9 stitches. We'll repeat this all the way around, taking us to a total of 63 stitches. And did I forget to count? I absolutely did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you're working in a chunky yarn, you may want to test out the size at this point, keeping in mind that it will continue to expand once you start a row of single crochet without increases, so judging it directly off this size won't really be usable. You'll need to do at least, I'd say, 5 rows without increases to judge what size the beanie is really going to be. Once you finish the round, you'll do a slip stitch and chain 1. One more row of single crochet without any increases. This will be a row of 63 stitches all the way around. Remember, if you like this video, please hit the thumb up or drop a comment below. Once you finish the round, you'll do a slip stitch and chain 1. The next row will be 8 single crochet, then single crochet increase, taking us to 70 stitches on the row. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slip stitch to end of the round and chain 1 to begin the next. So you can see that we're starting to bubble a little bit, it's curling up on itself. This is desired. You don't want it rippling or laying too flat because otherwise it'll look a little bit funny on the head. So this is just creating a nice little bowl shape.
From here, we will continue down with single crochet without doing any more increases, and we'll take this to 42 rows.
I do recommend taking a pause after doing 5 or 6 rows of single crochet without increases to test it out on the recipient's head, because sometimes your stitches will be a little bit tighter, the yarn a little bit thinner,
and various other things factor to the beanie being too large or too small.
So we'll just continue all the way around with single crochet. I'll do 1 or 2 rows here on the video before I pause the video to save my poor phone's battery. You can always use this pattern for a base beanie also. You will just stop before making the triangles, which I'll take you through right at the end of this video. I have used this exact same pattern when I make my Overwatch or my N7 Mass Effect beanie. I just stop at row 40, maybe even row 35, depending on whether I want it to be a slouchy beanie or just a general beanie. Because it's all single crochet, it's a really good way to learn how increases affect the beanie and how to get your tension consistent, plus how to get your speed up. I do have a lot of people comment on how quick I am at crocheting and the fact that I don't have to look, but I guess at the end of the day I have made over 150 of this particular beanie, and you do end up getting a muscle memory for how to do this. Okay, I will finish off this row on the video and then I'll pause it and I'll come back when I'm ready to do a final couple of rows on the base beanie before starting the triangles. Okay, so I haven't actually finished all of my rows on this beanie, but I want to go to bed soon, so I'm going to go through how to do the final points. I will show you a finished beanie that I've made before, which shows how long it needs to be. This is a little bit tricky on this camera because it is not very far away from the table. So I'm going to go long ways, and essentially you've made a little ghosty. And yes, I have turned one of these into a Pac-Man ghost because I couldn't help myself. So this beanie is a total of 42 stitches plus the triangles. These triangles are what we're going to be making, and essentially all that we'll be doing is starting here, and you can see the line, and you'll do a row across, and then you'll turn your work, you'll do a row back, turn your work, row back, turn your work, row back, before then crocheting down the side. And then we go on to the next triangle, back and forth, and you'll repeat that all the way around until you have made 7 points, because there's 6 there and this final 7th, and then you'll slip stitch into the first of this, and just to tidy it off, give it a little bit of structure, you do a row of single crochet all the way around the end. So this is just to give you how it's meant to look, and I forgot to close the blind. This is essentially a finished beanie, nice and long. You want it long enough that once you fold it all up, it's going to sit behind the ears. It'll be a nice little crown. You may want to make it a bit longer, and that way it can be more of a slouchy beanie, or shallower, and then it can just be a little cap. Okay, to make the triangles, as I said before, this is the one I've been working on. I don't have the time tonight to finish off doing more of the rows, so I'm just going to pretend that it is long enough and start the triangles. The triangles begin with 10 single crochet, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now you will stop, chain 1 to begin the next round, and then turn your work. So now you'll be working back along that 10. You won't go past there, you'll just be finishing at that point. So after you turn your work, you'll do a single crochet into that very first hole, a single crochet decrease, 4 single crochet, 2, 3, 4, a decrease, and in that last stitch, a single crochet. And that takes you to 8 stitches being worked across a total of 10. So chain 1 and we'll turn our work again. Similar pattern, you will do single crochet, decrease, single crochet, decrease, single crochet, and chain 1. Just need to get myself some more yarn and turn your work. On to the next. You'll do 2 single crochet decrease, and then 2 single crochet. Chain 1 and begin the next round by turning your work. You'll start off with a decrease this time, single crochet, and then a decrease. Chain 1 and turn your work. This is the final one. This decrease will actually take 3 stitches. So yarn through, and yarn through. So now that you have 4 loops on the hook, you will then pull the yarn all the way through. Chain 2, turn your work, so that way the beginning of the row is to your right, and on to the next section. You'll do a single crochet within that decrease and single crochet down the edge. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Slip stitch into that same hole that the last stitch of the 10 was done. Chain 1, and now we'll begin the next triangle.
Complete 10 single crochet to begin the next triangle. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel, or drop a comment below.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 single crochet, chain 1, turn your work, single crochet decrease, 4 single crochet, 2, 3, 4, single crochet decrease, and single crochet. Chain 1 to begin the next round and turn your work. Single crochet, decrease, 2 single crochet, decrease, single crochet, chain 1, turn, 2 single crochet, decrease, 2 single crochet, and chain 1. Turn your work. The first couple will feel a little bit cumbersome, but I assure you with some practice it'll come naturally. So decrease, single crochet, decrease, chain 1, now the decrease across 3 stitches. Insert loop, insert loop, insert loop. So now that you've got 3, pull the yarn through, chain 2, turn your work, and you will crochet down the edge of the triangle for 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Slip stitch, and then begin the next triangle. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, chain 1, single crochet, decrease, 4 single crochet, decrease, single crochet, chain 1, turn your work, single crochet, decrease, 2 single crochet, decrease, single crochet, chain 1, turn your work, 2 single crochet, decrease, 2 single crochet, chain 1, decrease, single crochet, decrease, chain 1, turn your work, decrease across the 3 stitches, chain 2, turn your work, and 7 single crochet down the side. Repeat this for a total of 7 triangles if you have done 70 stitches on the last row. If you found that you had to do another row of 7 increases, then you may need to adjust the maths a little bit. I usually just add a stitch or skip a stitch as needed in between some of the triangles. It's a little bit forgiving, especially if it's a starchy beanie. In a separate video to this, I will take you through how to make the buttons, as I do have a crochet pattern for those, which is simply making a circle and then a rectangle. I'm going to cheat yet again, and I'm just going to do single crochet all the way around for the rest of this round, so I can show you how to do the single crochet up and down the points. And when you're finished, slip stitch to end the round, and then we'll do a final row. So once you've worked all the way up and down and you've made your final triangle here, let's just pretend that's there, you'll slip stitch into that first stitch of the first triangle and then chain 1. Final step for this pattern is a row of single crochet. As you can see, the triangles are triangles, but they're not great. They look a little bit wonky. This side is all bubbly, this side's nice and straight. But let's tidy it up just by doing a simple row of single crochets all the way around. So just like when you're working down here, you will do 1 single crochet on each row of each triangle. And 7, chain 2, then into that same stitch you'll do another single crochet to make a nice point and go down the edge again. 1 single crochet in each. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. At this point you can either do a slip stitch into the row below and then continue your single crochet up the edge again, so that way it gives you a nice sharp divot, or you can skip the slip stitch and just continue the single crochet across. Beautiful thing about crochet is that it really is what you want to do. You're a creator, you can do what you want. Single crochet all the way to the top. Again, just trying to do enough that it's smooth, but not too many that it's bubbly. And if you're unhappy with how it looks, it's only 7 stitches. You can undo it and redo it. The main thing is that you want to ensure that each of your triangles are consistent to each other, because then it looks deliberate. So single crochet back into that same point. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Because I didn't do a slip stitch here, I won't do a slip stitch into the next one. But I will do single crochet across, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Chain 2, single crochet, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. Continue all the way around until you're back at the start, then slip stitch to end the round, tie off, and then you'll tie in your ends. So you can see how much tidier these points look once they have the single crochet border on them when you compare it to this other row. It also makes them that little bit larger, so they look nice and tidy. Once you're finished, you'll then just flip up the ends and you have your little crown. As I said, this definitely doesn't have enough stitches for it to be counted as finished. So not only when you're finished will you need to tie in the end from your triangles, don't forget to turn your beanie back inside out, and your starting tail should be pulled nice and tight.
Use your yarn needle to sew in the starting tail, then repeat for the tail on the brim.
Here's one I prepared earlier. And there we go. A Jughead beanie, ready for our own little journalist.